I'm eating my breakfast while I get ready to film for you guys. Mr. Coffee. Can't wait. Hey everyone, welcome to our home. Good morning, guys. So today we're doing a review of Mr. Coffee. We got it at Costco, of course, and we've had it now for over a month. I've had several cups of delicious coffee, and let's dive into it. I'll show you exactly how it works, and then I'll show you how I use it and all the goodies you're going to need to have to enjoy a delicious cup of home brewed espresso, cappuccino, latte, whatever you want. Hey guys, so this is all that it comes with, this machine, and this is my cup, so it didn't come with that. It comes with this tray, and it's adjustable. If you do like a larger cup, the espresso comes down from here, or you want to do a shorter cup. These also came with the kit, so there were two of these, and they're perfect. I think you can even do side by side, like one on this side, one on that side, and then it comes out the two spouts. So I'll show you that in a second. And so again, the water container shows you the max water that can hold, which is a lot. And then it came with the milk container, and yeah, there's also a max line here. I just fill it up to here, or depending on how much milk or cream you use. And then I'll throw it in the fridge after each use, pop it back out. That's why this piece is removable. Also came with a, I don't know what this is called. Oh my gosh. It's what you put these cups in. So there are two sizes. This is a single shot. This is a double shot of espresso. And just you can kind of tell by the depth. And then this drops right in here. So also came with this. It's a measuring spoon or scooper, and then it's a little stomper at the end. And this is what you're gonna use to push your espresso down. Additional tools that I would recommend is a frothing cleaner cup, which we're gonna use this at the end, and something with a handle because it does get pretty hot. So you wanna make sure you have that. And then some beautiful cups to drink with. These are from Henkel's, I think, and also from Costco. They're double walled, and you can see your beautiful triple layer cappuccino or the espresso. It's beautiful. So I'll show you that in a minute. So let's brew us up a cup. So the machine does take a little time to warm up. I want to say maybe 1 minute to 3 minutes. And there's a switch right here, so we're just going to flip it on, and then we're going to wait for it to warm up. And the way you can tell that it's warming is that this light will not be steady. You can see it's kind of pulsing. So as we're doing that, let's talk about coffee. So the kind of coffee that I'm going to be using today is this. It's an Illy Intenso. I also tried the one that's the regular, and that one is so good. This is really strong, so if you like it strong, you might like this Illy brand. It says espresso, preparation espresso, so that's how you'll know that the ground is what you need, and I'll show you this up close when we scoop it in. I also got the decaf version because I love a cup of coffee like in the afternoon, and decaf is perfect, or you can mix like regular and decaf. I grabbed this at Costco. This Facebook Costco group that I'm in said Lavazza is like what they is what they use in Italy, and this one's a really good. It's just, to me, it's a very mild, so I really like the Illy, but this one is whole bean, so you have to grind it first to the right consistency before you can use it in this machine. So what the consistency is, I'm going to show you when I open this up, and I'll show you the kind of grain that you need to get it to if you're the type to like blend your beans and have it like perfectly fresh and delicious. But I like it right out of the Illy can. It's perfect. Okay, you guys, so we're getting ready to put the espresso into our, I'll call it like a espresso holder. And it's got a really comfortable arm here. When I was looking at an espresso maker for home, I'm a Starbucks venti iced coffee person, and it was just costing me like $4.50 every order I was doing. So I thought, okay, let's balance that with some at-home delicious espresso. And I looked at a lot of reviews. I looked at several models. The Nespresso was going to be one that I wanted, but you needed to buy the Nespresso pods. And I've tasted it before. It's pretty good. I looked at the high-end ones, the DeLonghi's, that are like thousands of dollars, and just couldn't justify that cost. I looked at the Ninja and just like a traditional coffee maker. But this one did espresso at home, but the selling point was that it was really easy to use and simple, and that's all I wanted. I didn't need anything over complicated. So the first thing I do is I decide, okay, am I going to do a single or a double today? I almost every day use this double. And there's a little dimple here that you're going to look for, and there's one on each side. And this is going to tell you where to put it in this fitting. See that little notch? So you want to put this in, I think it'll fit regardless, but it fits in the notch, sorry, and then give it a little half turn so that it locks. That's really important when you're going to dump the old beans, because you don't want this whole thing falling into the trash can. So now you've got it fitted in with your double espresso serving size, and then you're going to open this delicious can I love. You have to take a smell when you open it. It just, oh my gosh, it just smells so good. And you're going to take the spoon that it came with. The one end is the scooper, the other end is the stomper. And you're just going to grab how much you need. Usually it's this much when I'm doing a double. Let me zoom in. Okay, so I just go right over my container, and I usually have a paper towel or a mat right under here. I made a little espresso coffee corner in my home, so I love it. And then just gently tap, tap, tap. If you have like too much, it's okay. Just like tap the excess back into the can. But what you want to do is you want to push this and compact it until you get about 1/8 of an inch, it said in the instructions, up at the top. So it gives a little bit of that spacing between the top of this and the espresso. So I stomped it down really well, and that's it. You're ready to brew. Okay, I'm going to reset everything that I did here earlier. I'm just going to put it on the lower setting because my cup is like a mug like this. If I was going to do just an espresso, I would go up to the higher level. And then you're going to take this espresso holder that you stomped the delicious espresso beans in, and you see this little like lock symbol, unlock and then lock. That's going to be your cue of where to slide this in. So it starts here, and then you kind of will move it till it's pointing straight at you. And this is a little tricky. You can always look underneath and see, but once you do it a few times, you'll get a feel for it. So you know it's up here, and then you'll feel tension, 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 and then push it. And there you go. You are all set. Now the water will be pushing through the espresso and in down into here through two little spouts that are underneath here. Actually, let me show you the bottom of that. Let's see if I can do that without making a mess. Oh, there's a little water. See how there are two spouts here? And you can actually unscrew this and clean it. They recommend you do that, I think, after like I think they say every 6 months or something. So there are some deep cleaning things you have to do to this, but otherwise it's super low maintenance. Alright, you guys did a great job doing our coffee espresso. And now let's talk about milk. Okay, so you can use any kind of dairy that you like, or non-dairy. You can use almond milk, you can use oat milk, you can use regular milk. I actually use half and half because I'm on keto, so at the moment. And half and half is my choice of milk. So it comes with this, and this thing moves back and forth, which controls the spout of the milk frother. And so we're gonna pour some half and half in here. It's currently empty. And like I said, I like to pour right up to about there, because this is gonna just go back in the fridge anyway, whatever is unused. And then I just take it out every morning and it's ready to go. So this goes like this, and then this goes right here, slides right in, and I'll show you how to insert it into the coffee maker. All right, you guys, we are just a few minutes away from the cup of coffee. Once you get the hang of it, it goes super fast. So there's a little latch here on the side, coffee maker here, and you're just going to, there's a latch here you lift to remove, and I really have not gotten the total hang of inserting it, so I just push it and then make sure that it's set okay at the bottom part right here. Okay, so now it's on. Now let's talk about the controls, and we're going to start with the milk because we were just talking about that. So again, this, you want to make sure when you have your cup in here that your frother is also in your cup. So let's do that. Okay, so now I know it's like safely in there. And here's your controller. So the first setting here is cleaning. Okay, so after you use the frother, every time you need to clean, it will self-clean, but you do need to clean it. There's a button here that we're going to use after, as well as this. So it's just turned all the way here, and you push this button and it cleans that whole spout so that you can reuse it. The milk doesn't get all gross in there. And then this is a control setting of how much milk you want. So this is a lot of froth, or this is not so much froth. I like just about right there. That's my setting. So again, a lot of custom features here, which is awesome. And then let's move over to the controls here. So the first thing to know is on the left side of this line here. And so now see how it's all solid? That means it's ready to brew. On this side, they're all auto programs. So on the left, auto programs, on the right, manual. So you can use one or the other or a combination of both. And I'll tell you why you would use each of them. So the first one is espresso. So espresso is up here. You can do like a single or a double. And then here on the left is a latte, which is, if you don't know, a little more milk than a cappuccino. An espresso doesn't have any milk. And then the cappuccino is my go-to. It's basically milk and espresso. And again, single, double, single serving, double serving of the latte. Over here on the right side, you've got manual. So when you push this button, you've got to watch it. You cannot just like press it and walk away. When you press it, it's going to just come out the normal way it does. So it might have a little bit of the espresso, some of the crema, which is a lighter brown, you'll see in a bit. And it'll just keep going and going until you press this again. So I like to do that if let's say I set it to cappuccino, and then I'm like, oh, I could actually use a little more, or I'm making an iced coffee this morning, so I need more water. I need more volume in my liquid, right? So I will add a little bit more after that. So it'll be this, automated, followed by manual. In addition, you can also control additional froth. So let's say you went all manual and you're like, okay, I have a nice cup of coffee. I wanted like about this much coffee. Sorry, you can't even see me pointing. Like this much coffee, let me add some froth. So then you can go ahead and push this button, and then you'll get however much froth you want. Again, do not leave it. You have to make sure that you turn it off. So again, manual, automatic. Okay. Okay, I'm so excited to brew this coffee because I have not had my coffee yet today. You guys saw I had my delicious waffle breakfast. So here we go. I want to make sure again that my cup's in there. I have the spout right in the cup, pointing into the cup. I have my espresso handle in here securely. And I'm gonna push the cappuccino button twice because I want that larger size cappuccino. And the froth is already set to how much I want. And then you just do those quick checks and you're ready to go. So I'm gonna push this button twice and let the magic happen. Okay, so here it is, this beautiful cup of coffee. See how there's triple layer and they're starting to blend in together. And remember, this is foam, it's not all volume milk, and I know it looks like a lot, but that is what this setting produces. So if you want less, just move it to the less mode. So as you can see, there's a little bit of milk residue here. So just like a barista would, have her handy dandy cloth, and then this comes out, and this tray also comes out. It caught a little bit of water in here, and you can just wash it and clean it. Very easy. But because we use the frother, we need to clean it, and that's where this comes in. I would get yourself a cup like this. It doesn't have to be clear, but it should have a handle. It can just be a mug. And then make sure that the spout, again, is pointing into it. Swivel this around. And then we're going to clean it. So what we do is we swivel this milk section all the way to clean. And then we simply push clean. And it'll do it all. Look at all that steam that it produces. It's very hot, so make sure you don't touch that. I do like to wipe that with a little rag once I dump this. This is also hot, this water, okay? So you're just I'm gonna dump it out in the sink, rinse that off, and it's ready to go back into my little coffee station for tomorrow. This one is also hot, so I just will leave it, and then until the next day when I'm ready to do a new batch, I will then take it out and clean it. I can show you how to do that too. So this gets tucked back in, and then to release this, there's this little latch right here. So I'm just going to lift it while I'm holding this container, and I'm going to pull it out. Make sure you get the lid too. So then this I remove, stick it into the fridge, and then it's really ready to go. Just don't forget to turn it off. So again, off switch here. And you're good to go, or keep brewing for your friends and family. Yeah, it's just been such a great little contribution to my kitchen. I know it's saving me a ton of money, and Even though there are all these tiny little steps, honestly, you can brew a cup of coffee in less than 5 minutes every morning. Okay, our barista job is finished. Let's see how our cup of coffee tastes. It is delicious. This one, like I said, is intense. It's a very rich coffee from Illy. But if you just like, I don't know, comparing it to maybe the blonde from Starbucks, go with the regular one. I think it's, I forgot what color it is. But it's just says not intenso. It's like just regular. And enjoy. All right, so one final cleanup step. So let's say it's the next morning, you want to brew yourself another cup. This is now cool, so it's safe to handle, but it's safe anyway. This whole thing is cool. What's hot, so again, I swiveled it out, unlocked it, pulled it down, and it's usually got a little moisture in there. What's hot is this metal part, obviously, but I have nails, so it's fine. So I'm just holding it right here. If the dimple is in there, it should be fine. And then over the trash can, I'm just gonna bang it out and then it comes out. And then I take this and I rinse it out. I find the dimple, I swivel it over to the dimple, and that way I can actually take this piece out and wash both at the same time. And you're ready to go for your next cup. I'm gonna time how long it takes to warm up. Flip the switch, start. And wait for this to be solid.